If peak Kobe replaced James in 17, could the 17 Cavs defeat the 17 Warriors and build a second Cavaliers dynasty? After Kobe and James swapped careers, time fast forwards to the 16-17 season. By then, Kobe had already won 11 consecutive championships, matching the legendary Russell's status as a ring king, while surpassing the universally recognized modern basketball god, Jordan's unparalleled dominance of winning 6 championships with a single team. However, Kobe always believed his skills were inherited from his predecessors and that his championships were achieved thanks to the owner's aggressive recruitment and teammates' unwavering support. Thus, he consistently refused to be called the GOAT. Yet from 2006 onward, whether it was the early Western Conference powerhouse Spurs, the mid-era Thunder with their Big Three and the Mavericks, or the Splash Brothers Warriors and the OKC dynamic duo, no team had ever managed to overthrow Kobe's rule. Even during the years when Kobe played through multiple injuries, he still dominated the NBA Finals with sheer grit. Under such seemingly endless dominance, the Avengers rose up to chase their own championship dreams. The most formidable among them was the Golden State Warriors, strengthened by Green's recruitment of Durant. Unfortunately, Westbrook, who had fought alongside Durant in 2 grueling finals, was left alone to carry the crumbling Oklahoma City Thunder banner. His stubborn persistence was so heartbreakingly tragic that it reminded one of the 38-year-old James, the soul of the purple and gold, who refused to retire. Even though a championship seemed out of reach, he still possessed an unwavering passion for the game. Truly the ultimate working professional who could resonate with many. But it must be said, if not for the foolish decisions of the Lakers management, James wouldn't have had to push himself so hard at such an age, ultimately suffering a severe cervical spine injury. And if James hadn't planned ahead by securing a solid-side career early on, the future of his sons, who didn't make it to professional leagues, would indeed be worried. Here, I must sincerely salute James, who fights tirelessly for life, and wish him a speedy recovery. Back to the topic. To avoid the disastrous scene of a depleted roster from the previous season, the Cavaliers clearly held back during the regular season, finishing with only 68 wins. However, after 2 consecutive years of finals exhaustion, injuries still plagued the Cavaliers. Except for Kobe, who played all 82 games, every other player missed some games to varying degrees. Thompson is also expected to be out for another month before returning to the team. Fortunately, in the first round, the Cavaliers' opponent was the Wizards, who had only 40 wins in the regular season, so it did not require much effort. The Cavaliers advanced easily with a 4-1 series win. Over the 5 games, even Love, considered by outsiders as the Cavaliers' third star, was enough to frustrate the Wizards, let alone the presence of Kobe and Irving, who could deliver a fatal blow at any moment. In the second round, the Cavaliers faced the Milwaukee Bucks, who had 44 wins. What was expected to be an obvious blowout turned into a nerve-wracking concern for Cavaliers fans. In Game 2, Kobe inadvertently sprained his left ankle after playing only 18 minutes. Fortunately, the post-game injury report showed it was not serious, finally giving fans some peace of mind. Moreover, against average teams, Kobe's presence or absence does not have a major impact on the team, because being Kobe's teammate never requires sacrificing one's own abilities. Thus, Kobe's absence only affects the team's toughness in clutch moments. Against the Bucks, Irving and Love were more than capable of handling the situation. In Game 5, Irving delivered an incredible performance, shooting 15 of 18 from the field, leading the Cavaliers to a dominant 60-point victory over the Bucks. Unfortunately, the Western Conference series were also resolved quickly, so Kobe did not get sufficient rest before rushing back to the Eastern Conference Finals. To avoid disappointing his fans, Kobe never fakes injuries. However, true Kobe fans would actually prefer him to rest more games, as injuries are as fierce as a tiger, especially with the Warriors from the West being such formidable opponents. Even the third-seeded Rockets and the first-seeded Spurs in the West could only last 5 games before being eliminated. Regardless of how highly the Warriors were regarded by outsiders, in Kobe's view, the advantage still lay with Cleveland. At this point, the Cavaliers were strong and healthy, held home court advantage, and were the defending champions with a full roster. Since a team had to win, why couldn't it be the Cavaliers? So as soon as Game 1 started, Kobe threw down a dunk over Durant, sounding the charge for the Cavaliers. On the next possession, Kobe came back again, directly challenging Durant once more. He kept telling his teammates in his tough man-to-man style, "I will handle the toughest opponent myself. I will never leave the hardest defender to someone else. You just need to follow behind me. Grip your weapons tightly, and never stop charging until the final buzzer sounds." With such a leader, the Cavaliers' momentum suppressed the Warriors throughout the entire game. With just over 2 minutes remaining in the game, after tremendous effort, the Warriors have finally narrowed the deficit to 3 points. Can the Cavaliers hold on to their first home game? Let's wait and see together.
Irving drives past Curry.
Scores and draws the foul, heading to the line for a 3-point play.
If they can keep up this perfect free throw shooting from the second half, they will have a great chance to win. Curry shoots the three. A total bomb from deep.
A perfect screen gave him great separation.
Kobe drives inside. Durant grabs the rebound.
Green passes to Curry.
Curry fires another three. Smith pulls down the board. Cavs by 3. Irving penetrates. His layup contested by Durant. Green with the ball. Passes to Curry. He's looking to take over. Unfortunate. Curry misses again.
Irving at the top of the key. Thompson comes up to screen. Irving for 3.
Got it. A huge three-pointer. Now Warriors hold total momentum. Durant gearing up. Passes to Green. Kobe's tight on him, but Durant shakes Kobe off. Monster slam. Absolute violence, plus the foul.
Great chance for a 3-point play. Fry called for the foul. A flashy one-handed dunk. In a tight game like this, he and Curry give the Warriors double insurance.
Absolutely. Both have that killer instinct. Misses the free throw, though. Irving with the ball now. Kobe gets it at the top. Durant is locked onto Kobe. The Black Mamba shoots. He hits it. Warriors call a timeout. Durant actually defended that perfectly, but Kobe still knocked it down. Pure greatness from Kobe.
Green with a handoff to Durant. Durant drives inside, breaking down the Cavs defense, heading to the line for 2. Hits the first one, makes both.
Love swings it to Kobe, three-pointer. Misses. Green gets the rebound. Warriors got lucky there. If Kobe hit that, game over. Warriors racing against the clock now. Need to score quick. Curry gets the ball, guarded by Irving. Curry pulls up for 3. Bang, he hits it. Massive shot. Down to a 1-point game.
This time it's a deliberate foul. They have no choice but to stop the clock. First free throw is good, making it a 2-point lead.
Makes both free throws. That last one was huge.
The only option left now is a three-pointer.
Thompson for 3. Misses it. Warriors have to foul now, hoping for missed free throws.
But obviously, Kobe is the last guy they want to send to the line.
First shot is good. Cavs lead by 4.
Amid the thunderous MVP chants, Kobe calmly sank 2 free throws, extending the Cavaliers' lead to 5 points. Just when victory seemed secure for the Cavaliers, Thompson forced a twist of fate with a three-pointer, bringing the game back into suspense. It was clear that the Warriors, hailed as the super team of the universe after sweeping through the West, had not earned that reputation without reason. However, for a player as ambitious as Irving, handling 2 free throws was a foregone conclusion. With no timeouts left for the Warriors, he would never give them any chance for a comeback. After enduring such a grueling battle, the confidence of Cavaliers fans soared to the skies. It seemed the so-called super team of the universe was nothing special. In Game 2, the Cavaliers almost entirely replicated their Game 1 strategy, using constant off-ball cuts to keep the Warriors scrambling. Even if they gave up points on defense, it was never due to lazy defending. Their philosophy was clear: the Warriors could score, but they would never be allowed to do so effortlessly. Of course, the Warriors remained one of the top 2 teams in the league, boasting a full arsenal of offensive and defensive weapons. Therefore, responding to conventional tactics was hardly a challenge for them. However, the Cavaliers had too many unconventional tricks up their sleeves. After 3 full years of chemistry building and countless tough battles, especially with 11-time champion Kobe, whose mastery reached a transcendent level, they were formidable. On one hand, his endless stamina wore down Durant, using pure force to take control. On the other, his physicality overpowered Curry, leaving opponents helpless as he dominated at will. After hitting 3 consecutive shots, the Cavaliers' lead ballooned to 19 points in the blink of an eye. Even with all their resources, the Warriors could only make futile, desperate efforts as the deficit settled at 99 to 117. Compared to the 0-2 deficit in the series, What concerned them more was the Cavaliers' devastating offensive firepower across the entire half court. They could contain Love, but how could they simultaneously limit the other 5 Cavaliers who had all scored in double digits? And how could they relieve the immense matchup pressure Durant faced on both ends of the floor? These were the urgent problems they needed to solve in Game 3. For over a decade, everyone knew that trying to lock down Kobe was an impossible task. Thus, the Warriors took a different approach, abandoning double teams on Kobe entirely, and instead funneling their defensive energy toward the rest of the Cavaliers roster. The result, Irving shot just 5 for 18, while Love went 6 for 18. Their strategy worked perfectly. Combined with Durant's bounce-back performance, the Warriors not only won Game 3, they staged a brilliant comeback, pulling back from the brink. In a single battle, they restored their confidence and grit on both ends of the floor. By Game 4, they proactively made adjustments. Kobe's outside shot was cold, and they seized the opportunity to shape their strategy. They even deliberately lured Irving, who had struggled severely in the previous game, into the trap of isolated play. In this chess match between the Cavaliers and the Warriors, which team will have the last laugh? Let's find out together next.
Irving gets blocked. Ball goes out of bounds. Cavs retain possession.
Here's Kobe, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Lofts it up. Thompson with the alley-oop slam.
Kobe might be the best passing shooting guard ever, always finding open big men instantly.
Now Curry with the ball, feeds it inside.
A thunderous dunk like a bomb.
Curry with a great response to Kobe.
Irving drives inside. Swatted by McGee.
Curry pushes it. McGee sets the screen. Curry for 3. Misses. McGee with the board.
Kicks it out to Green. Shoots the 3. Misses. Kobe grabs the rebound. Kobe passes to Irving. Irving pushes the pace. Swings to Smith.
Easy finger roll in. Flawless execution from the Cavs. Lead is down to 3.
Durant passes to Green. Green to Curry. Pulls up for 3. Misses. Thompson grabs the board.
The Warriors have to stay solid on defense to hold this lead. Thompson steps out of bounds. Terrible turnover there. Cavs being way too careless with the ball.
Curry catches on the perimeter. Green sets the screen. Curry steps back for 3. Bang, what a shot. Lead balloons to 6.
If they can hold form in the remaining time, they might just even up the series.
Irving on the perimeter. Pulls up for 3. Got it. Taste of their own medicine right there.
On the outside, Durant. McGee comes up to screen. Durant feeds the rolling McGee. Reverse slam. Rims it home with authority. Irving passes to Love. Love swings it back to Irving. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Irving finds Thompson rolling. Two-handed power dunk. The offenses are literally mirroring each other. Now Curry has it. Whistle on the shot. Referee catches the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Second free throw is good. Makes them both.
Huge free throws, extending the lead to a 2-possession game.
He gets bumped hard. Shot misses. Heading to the line for 2.
Good job. Knocks down both.
Curry with the ball, launches a 3. Misses. Thompson gets the rebound. Irving in control. Crossover to Shea Curry. Stolen by Curry. Now Curry holds the ball at the top of the arc, facing Irving's defense. McGee screens. Curry fires a 3. No good. Still a 3-point game. Crunch time now. Everyone can feel the pressure. Irving catches outside the arc. Swings back to Smith. Over to Thompson. Post-up mismatch against Curry. Thompson with the teardrop. Misses. Durant grabs the board. Cavs have to foul now. Backed into a corner. Only way to stop the clock.
That last offense from the Cavs was way too rushed.
Second free throw is good. Cavs call a timeout.
If they can score quick and foul, they're still alive. A missed free throw gives them a chance for a miracle. The time is running out.
Love receives in the post. Kicks to Irving on the weak side. Hits it. Cut the lead to 2. That is Smith's final foul. He is fouled out for the night.
Both free throws are good. Back to a 4-point game.
Ice cold from the line, that might just seal the deal.
Kobe for 3.
No good. Green pulls down the clutch rebound.
After Kobe missed a three-pointer, the outcome of this game was almost sealed. Even though Kobe still clung to the faintest glimmer of hope, still trying his utmost to mount a desperate counterattack, it was ultimately too little, too late. The favorable 2-0 lead was wiped out by the Warriors, bringing both teams back to square one. In fact, if they failed to stop the momentum shift in time, the Cavaliers and Warriors would find their roles reversed, with the former on the defensive. Therefore, the Cavaliers could not afford another loss in the pivotal Game 5. Fully aware of the stakes, Kobe held nothing back, opening the game with a precise three-pointer to put the Cavaliers on the board first. In the half-court offense, Kobe continued to dominate. Single-handedly, he switched between scoring and playmaking. He delivered three-pointers and assists with effortless precision, a masterclass from an elite ball handler. When Kobe, double-teamed by Durant and Curry, still managed to weave through traffic and finish a layup, the Warriors quickly called a timeout. They had clearly realized that this game would be a brutal battle, and containing Kobe had become their top priority. To the Warriors' dismay, however, Kobe immediately switched from on-ball to off-ball offense after the timeout. Even more terrifying, while Kobe was erupting, Irving's shooting touch also caught fire without warning, completely disrupting the Warriors' defensive schemes. Just as the Cavaliers were poised to seal the victory, an unexpected blow struck. Kobe's left ankle, which he had injured in the second round, once again became his Achilles heel. After playing only 11 minutes, Kobe was forced to leave the game due to injury and retreat to the locker room. The burden of winning the pivotal Game 5 now fell squarely on the shoulders of Irving and Love. Can they rise to the occasion and fulfill this immense responsibility? Let's wait and see together.
Durant catches in the corner. Green sets the screen. Durant rolls and catches. Monstrous dunk.
The Warriors are absolute elite in ball movement and quick pass and cuts.
Irving at the top of the key. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Isolated on Curry. Floater goes in. Unhesitating drive. He's been so efficient in the second half.
Curry Green pick and roll. Curry pulls up for 3.
Bang! Tied game. You give this guy a split-second window, and he makes you pay. Now Irving holds the ball at the top of the arc, facing Curry's defense.
Irving passes inside. Stolen by Green. 2-on-1 break. Curry catches. Easy finger roll in.
Warriors go on a run to take the lead.
Just like that, the tables have turned Warriors in total control. Cavs need to find their stroke fast.
Another miss for the Cavs. They have to tighten up on defense, or this gets out of hand.
Warriors stretching the floor now. Perimeter to Curry.
Curry for 3. Misses. Love secures the board. Cavs giving chase.
Irving on the outside. Drives into the paint.
He is blocked. Durant gets it outside the arc. Shakes his man, drops the 3. Durant is such a lethal clutch performer. Irving with the ball. Gets past Curry, explodes to the rim. Foul. These 2 free throws are huge. Hits the first. Lead cut to 3. Makes them both. Curry catches on the perimeter.
Launches the 3.
Off target. Every possession is massive now. One play could decide the whole game.
Irving in the post. Swings to Smith outside. Back to Irving. Curry almost gets the steal. Dishes to Love. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Smith forced to shoot. A tough look. No good. Outlet to Curry. Durant catches. Swings to Thompson. Over to Green. Durant cuts right. Bang, that is brilliant. Timeout called.
As Durant's incredibly difficult layup swished through the net, the Cavaliers instantly found themselves in a perilous position. With Irving and Love's ensuing offensive attempts clanking off the rim, the Cavaliers could only helplessly lose the pivotal Game 5 and watch the Warriors seize the series lead. However, compared to this defeat, the most disheartening development was the post-game injury report on Kobe. The news that he was ruled out for the remainder of the season struck like a thunderbolt, shattering any lingering hope or illusion held by Cavaliers fans. Fortunately, Love and Irving did not let the team down. The duo led a depleted Cavs squad against a fully healthy Warriors team. Fighting all the way to the final seconds of Game 7, Cleveland came up just short. Still, this performance saved the dignity and pride of the Cavs dynasty. An ending far from perfect. Yet, a defeat worn as a badge of honor. Originally, all they needed to do was wait for Kobe's triumphant return and challenge the Warriors again the following season. However, unexpectedly, Cavaliers owner Dan Gilbert not only contemplated adjusting the roster, but also secretly took action on multiple occasions. The centerpiece of this trade was exchanging Irving for the Pacers' George. In his vision, Kobe was Jordan, George was Pippen, and Love was an offensively upgraded version of rebounding monster Rodman. But unfortunately, the Pacers refused to include multiple of their first-round picks as a sweetener, causing the trade to stall repeatedly. Even worse, while the trade fell through, Irving also learned of this disappointing and infuriating news. In an instant, Cleveland was plunged into massive turmoil. So, where will the Cavaliers go next season? Can Kobe and Gilbert fulfill their promise of more than 7 championships? Brothers, to find out what happens next, stay tuned for the next installment.